Hello guys, and welcome to this class. This is a very special class because what we're gonna do is we're gonna counterpose what we do every single time. So we're gonna heat up and warm up the muscle that we're gonna work, and then we're gonna hold the pose for a little bit longer. So I think this is a class that you're gonna enjoy a lot. So we're gonna start with the feet and we're gonna move along the body. So the very first one, you bring your legs in front of you and just point your toes, flex your toes. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And now that we feel that our ankles are nice and warm, we're going to start with the first pose we're going to hold. So the very first one, you come onto all fours and you tuck your toes under. Now this might be as much and as far as you can go. However, to feel a deeper stretch in the soles of your feet, bring your hips back. And then maybe, if you think you can, sit all the way on top of it. So you're getting a really good stretch in the soles of your feet, a squeeze in your ankles and the tops of your feet. Okay, now bring your legs in front of you and we're going to rotate the ankles. Feel free to lie all the way down if you prefer. So, start rotating your ankles in one direction. And now, the opposite direction. Okay, and now we're going to move to the next pose that we're going to hold. So, for this pose, same as we did. So this time you flatten your feet. So you try to bring the whole of the tops of your feet down to the ground. Now you can just sit there. You can actually perform this one in child's pose. But if you think you can go a little bit further, lift your knees off the ground. Now you can wedge maybe a block or something under your legs to help them stay up. And wherever you're at, release. Swing your legs forward. Now we're going to lie down on our back. Now we're going to work the legs. So we've worked our feet and our ankles. We're moving a little bit higher up in our body. Lie all the way down on your back. Let's get into bridge pose. Bring your feet in close to your body and hip width apart. Have your arms beside your body. And press through your feet
And peel your hips off the floor, your back off the floor, the way up as far as you can go. Once you have, if you want to interlace your fingers, tuck your shoulders under, lift your hips. And now, bring your knees together as close as you can. And release, open your legs again, hip width apart. Bring your knees together. And open, close, open. And just keep moving this, like this, to the rhythm of your own breath. And now come back to the original pose. Lift your hips, release your hands and your arms, and very slowly release your back down to the ground. You can feel how much your thighs, your quads, and your glutes have been working. Bring your knees into your chest, cross your ankles, grab your big toes, roll to sitting. Bring your legs in front of you, place your sit bones on the floor. This pose we are going to hold. Inhale as you reach up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Now you can drop your hands to your legs, to the ground, or maybe if you can get hold of your big toes, get hold of your big toes. And release. Slowly come all the way out of the pose. And now open your feet and move your hips forward. We're going to squat. So adjust your feet as much as you need to so that you can drop your hips as much as possible. Bring your hands down to the ground and slowly straighten your legs as much as you can. And then bend your knees and squat. Bend, straighten your legs up and bend your knees and squat. And just find your own rhythm and keep moving between the two poses. And now next time you're down, hold your pose, bring your hands together, and without the help of your hands, come all the way up. Adjust your stand at the top of your mat, and inhale as you reach up, and exhale as you fold forward. You can grab your elbows or your big toes. Drop your head so your neck is long, forward bend. We're going to hold this pose. and release. Now we've worked the legs, strength and flexibility both. Now we're going to move on to the hips. So lie all the way down on your back and bring your right leg up and slowly start making smooth circles with your hip. Bend your knee and make the circles bigger and bigger, and make the circles as big as you can. And in the opposite direction. And make the circles smaller. And smaller. And smaller. Now straighten your leg, pulling your abdomen and gently lower your leg down to the ground. Let's change legs. Bring your left leg up and start making small circles with your hip. Bend your knee and make the circles bigger. And bigger. And make the circles as big as you can. And the opposite direction, still the big circles. And make the circles smaller and smaller and smaller. Now straighten your leg, pulling your abdomen and gently lower your leg down to the ground. Now bend your knees, cross your ankles, grab your big toes, rock to sitting. We're going to get into bound angle. Bring the soles of your feet to face each other. With your hands, grab your feet. And straighten your back. So as you inhale, straighten and lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, slowly start folding forward. Maybe with your arms, help your knees further down as you fold. This is the pose we're going to hold. And really slowly come all the way out of the pose. And just bring your knees together for a while. Give them a nice good hug in. We're going to keep working the hips. So next we're going to move instead of staying still in the pose. So open your knees super wide. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hands towards your left foot. Come back to center and right. And make flowing circles on top of your hips. Find your own personal rhythm, but ideally you're breathing
as you move. So you inhale when you come back, and you exhale as you move forward. And let's change sides. And now come back to center. Okay, now we're gonna do this next pose. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sit between the feet. This is where you sit. Make sure that your feet are not opening to the sides because that will hurt your knee. You make sure that your toes are pointing back and your feet are flat on the ground. Now, if you can't quite bring your hips down, either because you have knee problems or your hips are feeling tight, you feel free to sit on a block or a cushion or something in between your feet. Now, this is the whole pose. However, if you feel really comfortable in the pose, bring your hands back and maybe lie down on your elbows. This is the pose we're going to hold. So remember, you want to feel a little bit of resistance, no pain. But if you're still comfortable, release your whole body down to the ground. And we're going to release. So find your way out of the pose. Take your time. And now, wherever you're at, find your way back down to the ground, lie all the way flat on the floor. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head, let your elbows drop to the sides, and lift your feet off the ground, your shins parallel to the floor, your lower back down on the ground. And now drop your right leg down towards the floor, don't let it drop completely, and bring it back up. Drop your left leg and bring it up. Inhale as you drop the right. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale left. Exhale up. And just keep moving to your own rhythm. Find your own personal rhythm with your own personal breath. And last time,
Now bring your knees, bring your feet down to the floor, close to your body and hip width apart. Bring your arms beside your body. We're going to get into bridge pose. This is the pose we're going to hold. So press through your feet and lift your hips up towards the ceiling into bridge. When you've gone as far as you can, if you want to adjust your hands on your shoulders and lift your hips. So as you can see, we have moved now to the strength and flexibility of our back and our abdomen. And release. Release your hands on your shoulders and very slowly release your back down to the floor. Okay, now for this next exercise, it is easier if you slide your hands under your hips to support your lower back. Or you can have your arms beside your body for more challenge. Release your legs completely down and lift your legs off the ground but keep them closed. Open your legs to the sides. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs. Lift your legs 15 degrees off the ground. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 30 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 45 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 60 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten 75. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten and all the way up 90 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs. Lower your legs all the way down towards the floor. We're going to do a second round. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 15 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 30 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 45 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten 60 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten 75. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten and all the way up 90 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs. Lower your legs now down towards the floor. Don't let them drop completely. Third and last round. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten 15 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten 30 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 45. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs 60 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten 75. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten and all the way up 90 degrees. Open your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straighten your legs. And now bring your knees into your chest. Cross your ankles. Grab your big toes. Walk to sitting. We're moving straight away to the counterpose. This is the pose we're going to hold. It's camel pose. It's quite a strong back bend. So, bring your hands to your lower back and push your hips forward. The idea is to keep the hips right on top of the knees. So if your hips collapse, there is no back bend. We want to feel a back bend. So just push your hips forward,
lean back, there it is, the stretch in your belly, which is what you want to feel, and the squeeze in your back. Now, if you think you can go a little bit further, maybe tuck your toes under so you can reach for your heels. There it is. Remember, this is the pose we're going to hold, so you might as well feel as much comfort as you can. If you think you can go further, flatten your feet. Keep pushing your hips forward. So if your hips are collapsing, you're better off with your hands on your lower back. Now, if you do not have any neck issues and you want to, let your head drop back into the full pose. And release. To release, first look forward and release your arms. Okay, so as you can see, we've been working on the strength and flexibility of our abdomen, our hip flexors, our glutes, and our spine. So let's move on to the shoulders. So for the shoulders, we're going to do a few push-ups. So start in all fours, and then drop your hips until you feel that your core engages. You do not want to drop them too much. This is not a back bend. It's half a plank. And then hug your elbows in, lower your body towards the floor, straighten your arms back up. Hug your elbows in, lower your body, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, and just find your own rhythm. And last one. Slowly find your way back into all fours. Now we've warmed up the arms and the shoulders. So for this next pose, I'm going to turn around so you can see. We're going to bring the arms to the side. So lie all the way down on your belly and bring one arm across and then the other one. Pull your hands in opposite directions. Then maybe wriggle your body a little bit further forward and lean on your arms so you get a really good stretch across your shoulders. And let's just change sides. Bring the arm that's behind, bring it to the front. Pull your hands in opposite directions, maybe move your body a little bit further forward and release. And slowly take your time, come out of the pose. It's quite a strong stretch. It's a great stretch. So we were building strength with the push-ups, and now we're building flexibility. Now, we're going to get into another one about the shoulders. So this time we're gonna get into a full push-up. Feel free to do half push-ups if you can't. We're only gonna do 3 of them. So, strong plank, your hands right under your shoulders, your heels back. Push the floor away from your hands so you engage your shoulders. Hug your elbows in, lower your body into low plank. Straighten your arms back up, high plank. Second one, lower your body, low plank. Straighten your arms back up, high plank. Last one, drop your body and straighten your body up. And release. Now, we're gonna lie all the way down on the belly. Now bring your right arm into a 90-degree angle with your body. So it has to be shoulder width, shoulder level. Then with your left hand, press and roll all the way onto your right side, release your leg, your head. Then bend your left knee and place your foot on the back of your right leg. So your left knee is pointing up. And then bring your left arm up, bend your elbow and drop your hand behind you and lean back. Notice what this is doing to your shoulder and your arm. And release, we're going to change sides. So same thing, other arm. Roll all the way onto your belly, your left arm to the side. Roll all the way onto your right. Bend your right knee, place your foot on the ground behind your leg. Your right knee pointing up, your right arm up. Bend your elbow, drop your hand behind you. Make sure that your head is dropping down too, and you're really leaning onto that shoulder. So you're feeling a good stretch in the front of your shoulder and a good squeeze in your shoulder blade. And we're going to release. So, slowly come all the way out of the pose, and now we're going to move on to our neck and our throat. So we're going to get into shoulder stand and from there to plow pose. So make sure that you've got enough space behind you to bring your legs back. So, lie all the way down on your back, bend your knees and kick your legs up into shoulder stand. Lengthen your body up towards the ceiling so that you're as vertical as you can be. And then bend your knees and bring them to your forehead. And have a go at straightening your legs back towards the floor behind you, plow pose. Bend your knees, straighten your legs up. Bend your knees, back into plow pose. Feel free to bend or not the legs as you transition. Let's breathe. Inhale into shoulder stand. Exhale into plow. Find your own rhythm and keep moving between the two poses. And the next time that you're in plow pose, we're going to release.
So with or without the help of your hands, very slowly, bring your body down to the ground. Try to keep control over your body as you come out of this pose. Once you feel your back is on the floor, keep your lower back on the mat as you slowly release your legs down so your core is engaged the whole time. And now we're going to get into fish pose. This is the pose we're going to hold. So slide your hands under your hips, your thumbs touching. Draw your elbows in towards each other under your back and come up onto your elbows. Make sure that you're opening your chest, offering your chest up. Now this might be it, but if you do not have any neck issues and you want to, let your head drop back, the crown of your head to the ground. And to release, first look forward, and then release your whole body down to the ground and your hands and your arms from under your body. Bring your hands beside your body, as far from your body as you need to, so your shoulders drop comfortably down. Your palms facing up, let your feet flop to the sides. Maybe lift your head and place it back down so your neck is low. This is Shavasana, the last pose of our class. And now bring your awareness to the sounds around you. Make sure that you keep your eyes closed and notice how in this pose, and at this very moment, the only way that you can perceive things that are happening beyond the walls of this room, or your room, is through sound. Bring your awareness to those sounds that are coming from outside your room. Maybe you can hear birds, maybe the wind, maybe rain, maybe other people in your house, pets, maybe cars. Notice all those noises and sounds coming from outside. Bring your awareness to those sounds that are coming from within the room. Maybe there's a clock, maybe there's music, any other sounds of your house, your room, the sound of my voice, the sounds of your body. The combination of all sounds, that even though we perceive them all at once, we can distinguish between them. Some sounds are close, and some sounds are far. Some sounds are soft, and some sounds are loud. Some sounds come and go. Some sounds show up only once and then they're gone. And some sounds remain.
but no sound is permanent. All sounds will eventually reach a point of silence. Bring your whole awareness to the sounds of the moments. Notice how they change, notice how they move. Every moment has a different combination of sounds, making every moment special and unique. Every moment happens only once. So bring your whole awareness to the sounds of this moment and give this moment your full presence. Now, very slowly, start bringing movement back to your body. Wriggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Bring your arms above your head and stretch your arms back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And when you're ready, roll onto your right side and sit up. And bring your hands together, close your eyes. Bring your thumbs to touch your third eye lightly for clear thought. To your lips for true speech. And to your heart for compassion. Namaste. Thank you guys for watching again, and stay tuned for tomorrow's class. Bye.